Lester, why is there a smile upon my face? Is that what you're asking me? It's not, but I'm going to pretend that you were. It's because of the new shirt. We're getting a preview of the thrift store pickups in the introduction. I wonder if tacos think about me too. More importantly, I wonder if the friends are looking at what this collar looks like on this chiseled physique. Lester, it's time for Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 67.
What the hell is this?
I speak jive.
Will you stop?
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
They think they got the answers. I change the questions.
You don't like it? We don't care.
What a dumb thing to do. I bet you wouldn't have done anything like this if Mom and Dad were here.
A recognized symbol of excellence in
Dramatic comedy. Friends, things to get to, shows to start, things to show you? I'm not stopping, Lester, because part of me thinks I've just repeated myself even closer than 8 seconds apart, but I'm gonna push forward. Guys, we purchased a brand new dry erase board of the finest quality, yet still from Dollarama. Let's start with it, and I'll get to the problems, Lester. We've, behind the scenes, okay, backstage, prior to hitting the red button, we've had some difficulties, right, Lester, with the new dry erase board. So, we're going to get to the quote. We're going back to episode 36. It's from Ray. That is a beautiful, you can tell. It's the good one. Read along. I could speak as long as I want. The Constitution outrights any law in the land. Now, what I didn't consider was the thickness. And I have my Dollar Tree magnets that
Struggling.
held up the other one, and if you can... Lester, I don't think it's going to work. It didn't in rehearsal. Friends, if you think we rehearse, you're watching the wrong program. Here we go. Come on, come on. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to say right now, new Spants, guys. These are beautiful. I think they're dress pants that have been hemmed, but I'm not a tall guy. I mean, the camera might make it seem that way, but no, if I go back here, yeah, there you go, guys. Now, who is this tall? I'm starting to believe that it was for a perhaps small Italian or Portuguese man, and he donated them to the thrift store. So I picked them up. That's the second preview to the thrift store pickup, Lester, along with the taco shirt with the greatest collar I've ever had on any shirt, Lester. Now, all we have to do is get the Colin shirt on a tight collar like this, and we're home free, Lester. Let's see how long the collar lasts as I own it and wash it. The friends, we're going to do it now, Lester, because I think the friends want to know about the hanging process of my newly laundered clothes. Yes. When you are hanging up one of Colin's t-shirts, the hanger goes in from the bottom. Is that a dance move? No. In from the bottom and up through the collar. We do not, Lester, I repeat, we do not stretch the collar and hammer the hanger in. We don't hammer the hanger in, Lester. Is that a dance move? I haven't had one sip of this stuff. We haven't even got to it. And I am in the mood. Not in the mood. I'm in the groove, Lester. Who? Possible? No, because it still made sense. So no. Guys, let's get to it. Extra large, 2 milk. Yes. $1 drink days. No ice, Lester. Ice takes away from the amount of Diet Coke I can put in here. from home. And I promised myself and you, Lester, maybe not the friends, that the lid would be off this week. Now, it's going to be a good welcome. I can feel it, Lester, because I actually have things to say. There are things on my mind. Some of them are bugging me. Lately, there's no way on any Earth or planet, there's only one Earth, Lester, I'm smart, that I can pick up with that camera. I feel the tabs on all the Coke products are even more attached to the can. You really got to get under them for this to happen. Oh, don't you dare. You wouldn't disappoint me in front of the friends. No, you're good. So guys, how's everyone's week going? I do like to inform you, it is Tuesday. I'm guessing, computer's not set up, so I'm going to ballpark it. Probably 8 o'clock in the evening. And it is the 23rd, Lester? 23rd? That is all ready to rock as well as roll. The top of the Dr. Zeus commemorative tumbler is upon itself. And now, because the can was not refrigerated, we lose some points, Lester. But that was the ceremonial first sip. We're going to start over here this time. The art from the treasure hunt in Brampton, $4.50. We're going to bring the finger this way. Oh, no. Yeah, the pen taped to the wall as not to play with it and make a noise during the production of this Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk 67 and or any of the previous episodes. Air Defend Light in the package that Mike D and Associates sent me, Colin from Canada. Contents of said package are the sunglasses with the Diet Coke shoelace neck holster and the Diet Coke can. You guys remember it. When I talk, it moves. When I turn it on. One of these days, it will be present, perhaps closer on this table. The tag team... Oh, Lester, stop everything and throw it up. Not even in the same shot. Its own shot. Full screen. The Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk Show and Tell Weekly Poll Championship title, currently being held by Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, and he is taking on, forgot Buddy's name, Dr. Phil Van Neuter. We're going to get to the results this episode. Am-Can Connection, the single greatest tag team walking this earth today. Tag team partner is Jason Nupp over at the... We will be attending Nickel City Con, unless he tells me we're not attending Nickel City Con. But as of right now, Tuesday, and I know this is going to be shown probably Saturday, we are going to Nickel City Con, and I will no doubt do a promo this episode. It's still hanging, but Lester, I think it's going to fall at some point this episode, and when it does, I will react accordingly. YouTube Ultra Mega Superstar Colin from Canada. That is the shirt you know and love. Lester, you're on the front of it, but they can't see that right now. Kurt Cobain. Good coffee is always free. John Riddell, via the Friday the 13th sound effect. He will always be the living legend. Just don't tell him that or he'll argue. I am so pleased with this welcome, Lester. I didn't stop the camera once. That means we're going to start the program. Look at this. Have you seen this? No, we're starting. Referee
Dave Hebner doing a tremendous job in this title matchup.
I don't think so.
Contrarily to what Jesse the Body Ventura thinks.
Lester, yeah, 2 weeks in a row, okay? I was so excited about the welcome that I screwed up the welcome. Forgot this How could I forget this? The honorary Academy Award given to me for all-around greatness from the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts, and Sciences. Too loud for my eardrums. The palatial Riddell Estate makeover is crawling along like a steamroller is in a race with a tortoise, and they're both stuck in tar. That means slowly, Lester. The girlfriend wants a library in the upper level and wants me to get rid of my waterbed that doesn't even have a waterbed mattress. It's been years since it was a waterbed, but I have a particular connection with the waterbed. Don't sleep on waterbeds, because that's the saying, you know? Yo, don't sleep on the Beastie Boys, they're dope. But you can't say it in regards to somewhere you sleep, Lester. You can't disregard the irreplaceability, not even a word, of the waterbed. It's awesome. I haven't slept in it in years, but it's hard to let it go. That had to do with VHS and DVDs, because the renovations of the palatial Riddell Estate will in fact be included with I just keep going, Lester. The installation of slat wall, and then I can display everything the way I want to. Guys, it's time for 5 cassettes and 5 Davids from the collection. Spit flew right there. Power Karate. Hunks with hats. Tai Chi for arthritis. Stretching to the classics. Guys, trucks. Timothy Busfield, don't look up what he's up to nowadays. You Turn, You Die, based on a short story by Stephen King. Based on the short story by the master of terror Stephen King, Trucks is a chilling tale of technology turned evil. In the infamous Area 51 zone, renowned for its UFO sightings, residents of a small town are cut off from civilization and held hostage when a mysterious convoy of driveless trucks goes on the rampage, wreaking havoc on its inhabitants in this close encounter of the machine kind. Now, funny enough, is there not a Steven Spielberg early movie called Drive or something regarding trucks? Lester will throw it up. I'm butchering the title. I just know that it's Steven Spielberg, and it's like a truck that terrorizes and is driverless as well. You're going to see all about it right there, and perhaps that was written by Stephen King as well. I don't know. I know this wasn't written by Stephen King. Sexual Predator. Starring Angie Everhart and my man, your man, Richard Grieco. You remember the last time we saw him when he was on the back and it was no description, but it was just the goatee? Lester, you remember, and so do the friends. The hunt for pleasure is the most basic instinct of all. This was another one in the category of didn't even know it existed and I can't remember buying it. Corey Haim, Jim Varney, Brigitte Nielsen, and the legend, the most underrated actor on the seminal classic series SCTV, Joe Flaherty. Don't turn it around yet, Lester. I haven't said the title, Snowboard Academy. Okay? Corey Haim, Jim Varney, Brigitte Nielsen, and SCTV's Joe Flaherty star in Snowboard Academy, a slapstick free-for-all about the riotous rivalry between snobby skiers and knuckle-dragging snowboarders. Haim stars as Chris the Wizard Barry, the younger son of a ski resort owner. When his out-of-control border buds take over the slopes, the Wizard's resentful big brother challenges him to start a snowboard academy that will turn bumbling beginners into race winners in just 2 weeks. With a slapstick subplot about an inept safety engineer, Jim Varney, and a scheming gold digger, Brigitte Nielsen, plus awesome airborne footage, Snowboard Academy is one wild ride. And do I need to bring your attention to how gaunt and unhealthy Jim Varney looks? We love him, Lester, but he may have been on his last legs. This was made in 1997, and we will put the year of Jim Varney's death over there. Lester, are they close? I don't know, because you're putting it up in the editing bay. Gary Daniels, Matt Craven, I'm going to need help, Lester. You won't help me. Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa, Trust Revenge, Confrontation, White Tiger. And I've dropped the ball, Lester. Trucks, 1997, 99 minutes. Sexual Predator, 88 minutes. I don't like going back. The year 2001, Snowboard Academy, 97. I just said that, and it goes for 89 minutes. White Tiger, with the guys I'm not going to repeat because I couldn't say them correctly the first time, 1995. It's a viewing copy, 94 minutes. You guys know the screeners. There's a tickle. I can feel it coming. Maria Ford, Alien Terminator. 5 scientists, 5 miles down, 5 minutes to live. That was a belch. That wasn't the tickle. That was the other belch. There's still a tickle. It's coming. I can feel it. 5 miles below the Earth's surface, a group of scientists is working in self-imposed isolation, perfecting a series of DNA experiments that could literally change the world. But when one of those experiments goes awry, it unleashes a nearly immortal organism, one capable of instant regeneration and with an insatiable appetite for living flesh. Soon, nothing can contain the creature, and with the lab's life support systems quickly shutting down, the scientists grimly prepare for their final battle against the alien Terminator. 1 hour, 35 minutes, 1995. The cassettes are done, and we now have the David's Mutant. When 2 brothers go to a small southern town for a vacation, one of them turns up missing. The other goes on a desperate search for his brother, only to find that most of the townspeople have been infected by toxic waste and have turned into hideous monsters. 1984, 99 minutes, and Lester, ring-a-ding-ding, ding-a-ling-ling. It's ringing a bell. I think we may have done that on a previous cassette. Because let's take a peek again behind the curtain. When I have found Mutant on DVD and I have purchased it, if I have the VHS, I don't remove it from the pile because the pile is 6 feet tall and 42 piles high, or whatever the hell it was, Lester, they know. So if I try not to show a movie title twice, but when it comes to purchasing it on DVD, the VHS is still in the pile. So I have to be wary of that, Lester, the blackout. When the lights go out, the feeding begins. 75 minutes, 2007. Okay. David Hayes, I think this is one that Pig Boss will know about. He knows the amateurish, low budge. There's low budge, and then there's, Lester, there's low budge. There's direct to DVD, but nobody knows that it's even been released direct to DVD unless you're a horror, I'll say it again, aficionado, a la Pig Boss and perhaps the wife. I have a feeling the wife watches along. I think she's a horror fan as well. What else do I know? Tom Hanks.
Is that pesos? This is for a dog. This is
Tom Hanks. Incorrect. Pushing forward. We're leaving it in. Ron Howard's a zillionaire. His brother, he's not fixing the jibs. Getting back, Lester, I veered almost off camera. David Hayes, Backwoods, dark, demented, and obnoxious, a cult classic for the new millennium. When Luther sees that his mother has been senselessly slaughtered by partying teens, what is a boy to do? When you are a 300-pound transvestite redneck ex-genius, it means only one thing, a killing spree of epic proportions. Several questions. First off, how are you an ex-genius? Perhaps damaged and, okay, just when you look at the back and you see shots like that, it says, I've recorded this on a camcorder and it's gone direct to this. This is what I'm talking about, Lester. I promise you. Pig Boss knows about this one. Pig Boss, don't let me down. We know you're going to comment. Don't let me down. You know about this, don't you? Because I don't. But I bought it because it was probably cheap. And when you look at the back and you just, you know. Guys, on this highway, the roadkill is human, Monster Man. Okay? Oh, backwoods. Sorry, there's no way on earth we're gonna find a running time on this, or a year. No, 2002. Running time, no dice. We'll look it up, Lester. We'll put it on the thing. Monster Man, 95 minutes, 2003. We're gonna finish up with this little beauty. What's a little blood between sisters? Blood sisters. Dare I say it? Sealed. Were any of these other ones sealed? No, they weren't. VHS, no dice. What's a little blood between sisters? A strange string of disappearances has Tracy's new college tense and paranoid. Let's start that again. A strange string of disappearances has Tracy's new college tense and paranoid. The entire campus, Lester, is tense and paranoid. Her curious personality follows the blood trail right to the front door of one of the school's sororities. Tracy and her roommate, Melissa, go undercover to rush the sorority, where soon they discover that they've bitten off more than they can chew, as their new sorority sisters are bloodthirsty vampires. Desperate to get out of their deadly situation, Tracy finds out the truth is larger than she ever realized, and her only salvation lies in the destruction of her blood sisters. I'm not going to forget this time. 2003, 90 minutes. The tickle still lingers. I never coughed. I don't think I did, Lester. That was 5 cassettes and 5 Davids. From Colin from Canada's
Real bad man.
personal collection.
There he is, 7'5", 525, neck 24, chest 71, biceps 21, hands 16, wrist 11 inches, forearms 17, thighs 36, calves 22.
Lester, I'm trying, you know this, they do as well, to follow the road that your wife is taking us down, okay? Friends, you know, you're right along with me, traveling down the Cheryl Road and wondering, where are we going, Lester? I believe I've deciphered some of what has been occurring. The gentleman gave his response to what she was asking about, and now we need to find out, well, I think it's better Cheryl just says it for us, don't you think? I mean, it's best that way, Lester. Guys, it's time for Cheryl.
You have no idea who knows me. I'm not the rancher. I got marbles here. I have 2 boobs, not 6. Do you know you have scratchy toilet paper?
You can get it.
You want to send me one?
You can get her a copy.
Okay, the copies of all of these are on the website. You just go to lincoln.ne.gov.
I don't internet.
I could mail them.
Yeah, we'll get you a paper copy of it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Friends, I have to, Lester, perhaps it's your eyes, but I need to start. Friends. Good news. There it is. Lester, the tickle has made its presence known. Friends, good news. The thrift stores are becoming more and more a part of my life again. Not that they weren't before, but I felt I was only going to 1 or 2 for the week when that wasn't the usual schedule that I held. Now, yes, on Fridays I would go to thrift stores with my mother, and that's obviously not happening anymore, but Lester, the burping alone does not add to the professionalism. But the friends don't need to know that I tasted the Caesar salad I had for dinner. That is something we just have to strike from the record, as I would say if I was a judge. What?
I don't follow you.
Lester, I think it's time.
You can feel it. I can feel the power! Yes! Yes!
Getting to my point, pushing forward. My girlfriend and myself are making sure that we go to thrift stores more often so I can have an array of things to show you when it comes to thrift store pickups. Also, if I need to do something and go somewhere during the day that's not a thrift store, i.e. visiting my boss who's under the weather, I'll leave early so I can hit a couple of thrift stores for you guys. And myself, because I collect good junk. Guys, it's time for thrift store pickups. John Dote Hit. Dote Hit? John Dote Hit. John Dote Hit. Dote Hit. John Dote. It is a one-chair edition of the thrift store pickups. We're going to start with the games. Quantum. Let's make it the right side. Something tells me, because Lester, the friends are getting used to knowing that I don't have a comprehensive list for the board games, or the wrestling magazines, or the wrestling videos, or the Cracked magazines, or the Mad magazines, or the Crazy magazines, or the Sick magazines, or the CDs, or the Xbox original games, or the PS2 games, or the UFC DVDs, or the wrestling DVDs, or the... No, I can't think of anything else, Lester. The books, but the books that would be... Ooh, can't do that. I think I have this already is what I'm trying to say. Does this ring a bell, anyone? Have you seen this on the program already? Please chime in the comments where I won't see your comment. Showdown, pass, run, blitz, you call the plays. Talked about this before, Lester. When you love a sport, sometimes they can make a great board game out of the sport. Is this... I'm going to have to pause production. Lester, yes, I could have brought it behind the board game, but what fun is that when you can... They know. You're not laughing, but God damn it, they are. I see them. I don't, but I hear you. Is this a good sports board game? I don't know. I've never played it. And nothing screams bringing a male and female together like asking your girlfriend to play a sports-related board game. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Are there any out there? Hello, other than Pig Boss's wife. Flinch. Parker Brothers' famous 5-in-1 card game. It was all there. I checked. Did I count all 150 cards in the Value Village? Savers for those of you in America? Yes, I did. One book. A Weiwei speaks. I believe I'm saying that correctly. It's either A-Y-Y or A-Wee-Wee. I believe it's Wee-Wee, okay? He is a famous architect, artist, publisher, poet, you know, and he's got a great... Can we get a shot of that? Maybe I should do my hair like that. That would be cool, right? I mean, whatever. And it's, I believe it's quotes, and it's actually maybe an interview with him. Yeah. So, I got that. Come on. Yep. Nope, I'm not going to say it, Lester. VHS's rodeo bloopers. Okay. What else do I need to say? What else do I need to say? Nothing. Say goodbye to back pain. The best way to eliminate back pain is with exercise from ordinary backaches to slip discs. This program contains the #1 exercise system and shows you how to get the most of it. Now who... Oh, here we go. Hans Kraus! Lester, it just adds to it. And, oh, you want me to put the cherry on top without even looking at the camera? Sealed. Guys, if a VHS tape on back pain to add to the other VHS tapes I have about back pain, don't even get me started on osteoporosis. You remember the promo I cut on that VHS? We're adding another one to the collection. And if I may say goodbye to back pain, this program is the result of the pioneering work of Hans Kraus. No photo provided, but you know, the gentleman that I've been constantly looking at tonight instead of you over there, his name is Lester, he's on the shirt, the other side, will of course provide a photo of Hans Kraus, MD. And not just Hans Kraus, MD, not just a photo of him. You're putting up a photo of Hans Kraus, MD, President John F. Kennedy's back doctor and a recognized authority on low back pain, sports, and rehabilitative medicine. Lester, if you haven't already, please and thank you, Hans Kraus. An exercise video that works, that's the Executive Fitness Newsletter. Any physician who treats patients with back pain should obtain this cassette. That's Leslie P. Dornfield, MD, as opposed to Leslie someone else middle initial Dornfield, MD. Do you know a couple of them, Lester? This is Leslie P. Why don't I read the whole thing, Lester? I've already read 84% of it. Over 200,000 people have learned these methods at YMCAs nationwide. Alexander Melleby, hold on, who's that? He's coming in for the kill. Alexander Melleby, MS, founder of the Y program, will gently guide you through the easy but amazingly effective exercise routines. Lester, I didn't sign up for this. When I purchased this, I was looking at direct guidance from Hans Kraus, MD. Now we got Alexander Melleby, MS, coming in for the kill, and he's going to gently guide me through the easy but amazingly effective exercise routines. I can get there, guys. Learn. Bold. Learn. Self-test to find your problem areas, pain prevention tips for everyday living. Bonus benefits. Reduces stress and tension, improves athletic performance. This ain't one of those 30-minute jobs, Lester. Not even 45. Do I say an hour? I say longer. 95 minutes. 96, Lester. I really nailed it and I got the number wrong. 96 minutes. No year on this, and you know that when it's sealed, I cannot open it. All right, we got a long way to go, guys. And a short time to get there. We gonna do what they say can't be done. That's Smokey and the Bandit for those. We'll do a little. We'll put it up. Lester? I mean, this has gone on for 7 minutes and 30 seconds, and I haven't even got to the CDs. So we have time to crowbar a clip of the Eastbound and Down Smokey and the Bandit theme, don't we? Jerry Reed? The Secrets of Alive, the video guide to good health with host Joyce Resin. Does she like throwing apples in the air? Oh, you saw the lighting on the top of my studio? Sealed. That's the signal, Lester. When you see the lights, sealed. No, I'm not reading this, Lester. This goes for 32 minutes, though. We can't read them all, guys. Crashes. It's those crazy race cars, the skinny ones. The people in America, this is like second nature to them, and it's not really second nature to Canadians. So you guys know the name of all these type of cars, where I, being a Canadian, have no clue. I know there's funny car racing. Don't fret, people. I know something about car racing. Not much, Lester. Emerson Fittipaldi. He was an F1 guy back in the day. Tanya Tucker, country workout. Includes hit songs, It's a Little Too Late, and more. I did not pay $3.99 for this. I paid $2 for it. And I'm going to have to... sealed. The best of real stories of the highway patrol, from drug busts to car crashes, you're there in the passenger's seat. Home video exclusive. These guys mean business. First off, these guys are running to the scene of... It's not sealed. Although you can see the lights, it's not sealed. These guys are running to the scene of a crime, and the helicopter, and then here's the captain on the radio waiting to hear back from him. And they've made the bust. Learn Country Line Dancing Volume 3, featuring these dances: slappin' leather, honky tonk stomp, cowboy motion, walking wazoo, country strut. Now, if I'm not mistaken, is that the lady that looks like Iola from Mama's Family when we did the other country line dancing video? I don't know, because it's done by professional instructor Judy McDonald, who is not Iola from Mama's Family, but that I think is the lady from the other one that looks like Iola from Mama's Family. Now, when I do that, in my head, as well as Lester, gets a little sweat building. Because you know we like to throw up the clips, Lester, we do. And I'm not going to ask you to go back in the archives and figure out what episode did I show the other VHS cassette tape regarding country line dancing where it looked like it was the woman from Mama's Family, Iola. I'm not going to have you do it. I'm going to hope that the friends remember when I showed the cassette VHS of the other country line dancing with the woman that looks like Iola from Mama's Family. Guys, I can't go back. It's going to take too long. She resembles, what's her name from Mama's Family? Iola! I thought I was going to have to stop recording. Lester, put up some sort of celebratory music or standing applause, standing ovation applause. I can't even say that correctly because I got the name of Iola right. DVDs, Exploitation Cinema double feature, Chinese Hercules and Black Dragon. Okay? Black Dragon has Ron Van Cleef and Jorge Estraga, or George Estraga. It's probably George. Guys, don't, watch out. Watch out! Okay, I can't pronounce everybody's name correctly, but I'll tell you that Jim Kelly starred in Black Belt Jones, and that's all you need to know. Chinese Hercules had Bolo Young, we know Bolo, and Chang Fang and Fang Ye. Chiang Fan and Fang Ye. I see it ticking up to 12 minutes, Lester, and I really have to get ahead of the game. I have to do this in order because I picked up several CDs of one artist in particular, and I have to put all of those CDs together. Should I have done that in pre-production or perhaps rehearsals? Lester, they already know there is no rehearsing and there is no pre-production except for the bumpers and the "we'll be right back." That is something I do in pre-production. We're going to finish with the bulk of the one artist I got, and we're going to start with Ice-T Power. Is it old rap or is it old hip-hop? I wouldn't say I'm a fan of Ice-T, but it's old rap, and I have to collect it. Ghostface Killah, Iron Man. I already have this, and because I realized when I saw that, and nobody cares, Lester, Ben Harper and the Innocent Criminals Lifeline, okay? I'm going to put a Ben Harper track in the description for the friends, Lester. Haven't decided which one yet, but there'll be one in the description. So after you view this, view that, and click on it. Blow it out your ass. It's Veruca Salt. You guys remember Veruca Salt? Maybe. Rancid, Let's Go. I think this might be the first album. I think it is. Beck Guero. This has E-Pro, which has the sample from So What You Want by the Beastie Boys. That's going to go in the description as well. Lester, mental note as well as on the paper. Make a note. Beck and, I've already forgotten, Ben Harper, yes. The Supremes, Songs in the Name of Love. Now, this is from New Sound. We talked about New Sound. I'm running into New Sound CDs at all the thrift stores, and I don't know why. But this is probably a live record, and that's fine with me. It's okay if I know it's a live record going in. I don't want to think it's studio tracks, and then, pass me a beer, and then the song starts. No, I need, you guys know. Mojo, which is a UK music publication, The Roots of the Sex Pistols. These are songs they covered back in the day, or songs that influenced them. It's probably songs that they, again, 17, well, that's by the Sex Pistols, but Don't Give Me No Lip Child, I'm Not Your Stepping Stone, Road Runner, were all covered by the Sex Pistols, and these are the actual tracks that they covered. Wilson Pickett's Greatest Hits. Self-explanatory, Lester. Wilson Pickett, Greatest Hits, sign me up. My Mother the Cow by Mudhoney. These are the real heroes of grunge and Seattle, the Seattle sound, that didn't really make it as big as those other Seattle bands that you've heard of. But Mudhoney is magnifique. I know you're going to wonder, but you got to open your horizons. Open your horizons? I don't think that's the term, Lester, but in this world it is. 2 CDs for less than the price of one. Hand-picked 25 years of bluegrass on Rounder Records. You get me a mandolin and an acoustic guitar and a banjo? Talent. And I don't know much about bluegrass. The Roots, Illadelph Half-Life. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I believe I am. I do have a collection of The Roots, and I probably already have this one. But I don't have a list, Lester, so I have to just buy it. Because as you know, wow, we're at 15 minutes. You can't leave anyone or anything behind. Yes, we compared the Jerky Boys to leaving a soldier on foreign land. You don't leave anyone behind. You don't leave the Jerky Boys, and you don't leave the Roots. And this is someone you never leave behind. A little story, not a story, a little lesson for those in America. A Canadian icon I promise you've never heard of. It's Stompin' Tom Connors, and it's Move Along with Stompin' Tom. Stompin' Tom, more of the Stompin' Tom phenomenon. That's a great title. Stompin' Tom, a proud Canadian. Stompin' Tom, believe in your country. Stompin' Tom Connors, the first album, I believe. It's a re-release because that's the album cover there. 25 of the best Stompin' Tom souvenirs. Stompin' Tom Unreleased Songs from the Vault Collection, Volume 1. Stompin' Tom, An Ode for the Road. Stompin' Tom Collector Series, My Stompin' Ground, Stompin' Tom Connors. That's the original record. It's a re-release. Stompin' Tom and the Roads of Life. Finally, finishing up Stompin' Tom Connors collection, Stompin' Tom, the Hockey and Mom Tribute. Guys, do I have as many Stompin' Tom Connors CDs as Jimmy Buffett? Lester, I'm not sure. Perhaps Jimmy Buffett is leading. I'm not going to check. They don't really care. 17 minutes approaching. That was this week's Thrift Store Pickups. This is real.
You can bet that Andre the Giant is ready for this kind of action.
Friends, there are times where I know the word. I see the word. I hear the word. But I just can't say it. You hear it, you see it, that's what it sounds like when it comes out of your kisser. Whose kisser? Mine. You thought I was going to say Colin from Canada.
Real bad man.
Didn't you? Getting my point, pushing forward. Sometimes I will be here and Lester has to turn his back to me, okay? He's not ending the friendship. He's not resigning as my producer. He will always be with me. But he can't look at me when I'm fumbling, bumbling, stumbling over a word, okay? When I can't pronounce a word, he has to turn away. He shuns me for not to laugh in my face. Multiple spit there, guys. I don't know if you caught it. So I know the pressures of correctly pronouncing a certain word and or sentence that you have previously thought of to say and getting all the words in the right order. I feel the pain of this man, and I appreciate that suit he's wearing. Guys, it's time for this week's hard-hitting news.
Done something that is very good.
He was murdered.
But now he's dead.
Reach out to the man who died.
Do the math.
Your mama, she's for free and everybody knows it.
It feels like it already, but meteorological, how do you say that? Meteorological?
Meteorological. Meteorological. No. Is there another word? It feels like it already, but meteorological. Meteorological. That's it. 3, 2, 1. It feels like it already, but meteorological summer kicks. Meteor.
The Greek sandwich, euro.
Meteor.
Meteoro.
Logical. Logical. Meteorological. 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 Logical.
Like an Irish last name.
Meteorological. No, I can't say it. Meteorological.
There you go. That's it.
Meteorological.
Yes.
It feels like it already, but meteorological summer kicks off next Monday. So we want to know, is the heat here to stay? Next for the meteorologicals. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is hilarious.
Friends, my father's name there's a fly on the camera. Wow. He's right on the air defender light, and I am pointing at him right now. You guys can't see him, but he's dancing atop the pen right now. This is of no interest to you guys, but a hell of a lot of fun for me. It's a fruit fly, as perhaps there's food debris in the bins behind you that haven't been emptied by the property manager that maintains the building and films a show out of this unit. Lester, I'm talking about myself, and the friends know it. Forget about the fruit fly, get to the point, push forward. John Riddell is my father, and it's time for the John Riddell clip of the week. I would entitle this Ass/Standoff. Oh, it'll make sense momentarily. It's time for John Riddell, living legend. Did I say clip of the week before there, Lester?
You are correct, sir. Yes!
How much is in butter? How much is in butter? How much is in butter?
Friends, Colin from Canada here. John Riddell ahead of me, and we're at JC Saddington Park, where we've filmed many great videos before, but have we seen the swan's ass? There's the swan. Friends, Colin from Canada, still at JC Saddington Park. In the background, first off, Johnny and the legend, legend and the legend, but Canada Goose with some babies. And Buddy over there reading a book. Am I dressed up? Yes. Friends, Colin from Canada here. We have a standoff. John Riddell holding his ground. Guys, we're winding down day one of filming. We're gonna park the car after this filming and return tomorrow. Return tomorrow for day 2 of filming. That'll be a Wednesday, and I'll tell you all about the fact that it's now Wednesday. Still Tuesday, but tomorrow I'll let them know it's Wednesday. Lester, perhaps I'm delving way too deep into... This is a drivel on another level, okay?
You are a hater.
They need to know about the Caesar salad I'm still tasting in my belches, and they need to know that this is the last segment I'm going to film on day 1 of filming, this being Tuesday, tomorrow being Wednesday. It's the introduction to the let's go through my camera roll, and I have enough. I won't use scraping, I won't use bottom, I won't use of, and I won't use the barrel. I have enough, Lester. There was carryover from weeks ago. And there's a couple of good ones in here. I also reply to, I'm not only helping the social media people, I'm helping someone famous on social media. You're going to want to stay tuned for that as let's go through my camera roll. Let's go through my camera roll. Yeah. Dry cleaning movies, mushrooms on toast. Just a couple of horses' asses. Electric pressure cooker, urinating, passion fruit chest cake, Charles Barkley. Friends, it is now day 2 of filming, and Tuesday is now Wednesday. Yes, that's right. It's 10:49 in the PM. I've got the computer up and running to my right. It's June 24th, and it's time to go through my camera roll. So, let's go through my camera roll. Particulars are here. Photos are struggling. Photos are over there. If I need to reference them, I will, because the last photo, I help out a celebrity from years gone by. Calling her a celebrity is a little risky. Tom Cruise. Okay. Photo number 1. A new coffee shop in the neighborhood down the street from where I do the show. Guys, let's read it together. TNT Cup Coffee. TNT Cup Coffee. I'm second guessing myself. I'm saying there's no way that they would name a place TNT Cup Coffee, right? So let's bring it up here. Make sure the of, I'm not missing the of. Nope. No of. Lester, no of. TNT Cup Coffee. I've driven it into the ground. I got you, Lester. Photo number 2. Lester and friends, I could have done better with this one. Way, way, way in the distance, Lester, you're going to have to zoom in, is a lady at the grocery store who was not all that in a bag of chips, if you know what I'm saying. She was wearing high heels and sort of some sort of number. You're going to zoom in, but the main crux of the thing, and this is really scraping the bottom of the barrel for a photo, is she was walking as if she was a model. And friends, Lester, I'm going to demonstrate because this picture is a pile of garbage, okay? So let me go off camera. So she would roll up. Okay, now if that's not a spot-on impression of a female in high heels who isn't really that in a bag of chips, shopping at No Frills for groceries, I don't know what is. Perhaps I should have got video, Lester. Yes, I hear you. I know, but I should have. Guys, that was photo number 2, and the photo stinks, but the walk as a model perhaps saved it. It didn't, Lester. It didn't. That's in the past. We're letting it go because it gets better. Not with number 3, but 4 and 5, we're doing it. Photo number 3, just a guy trying to get some rays, Lester. Nothing wrong with a suntan on a public bench, okay? A girlfriend and I drove past this gentleman, and she snapped the photo as well as a video. We might put up both. Who knows, Lester? Picture in picture? Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, about 87, we got the Sony Trinitron. Maybe 89, and it had the picture-in-picture. Then we got a cable box, and the picture-in-picture did nothing. Okay, I'm drifting, Lester. Oh, I'm drifting. He's just sleeping on a public bench. We drove by. We thought he was dead. We did what we had to do, came back to check on the possible dead man, and there was nobody there. So he wasn't dead. Photo number 4. We are in Hamilton, on our way to the powwow last Sunday. Video footage will be put in somewhere in this episode. I took a little bit of video. You guys will check it out. And let's just say, you want some tires? They're not garbage, and they're not the upper echelon, top of the butchered that one, Lester. We're going to reel it back. The tires are not top-o-most of the pop-o-most. They're decent. Okay? They're an honest company. We got decent tires. Okay? Good, not great. Good, not great. They should add that on the thing. I'm going to give them a call. Let them know. Decent tires, folks. Now, I know you're thinking, Colin, you are laying a goose egg this week during the Let's Go Through My Camera Roll, but we are going to finish strong, friends. I mentioned I'm helping celebrities. I mentioned I was helping people on social media. Now, this week, I am helping real-life celebrities, and I use that term very, very loosely. I will read the diatribe from the celebrity, and then I will read the "you don't have to pay me for this type of advice" that I replied with. Okay? I have to turn to the right because I have to read it. The celebrity in question is Jane Weedland. Now, if you guys are fans of the Go-Go's, she was rhythm guitar and backing vocals for the seminal girl group, the Go-Go's. Here we go. Jane Weedland, 8 hours ago. Facebook has apparently kicked me off without telling me. I have no idea what to do. They are also effing with my numbers. Thousands of people have just gone away. I don't know what to do. Face with the zipper shutting the lips. Can anyone see my sacrilegious Sunday sermon from earlier this morning? I don't see it. Now, you can clearly tell the woman is in need of help. That is where I come in, Lester. Let us read my response. I'm really concerned your numbers are out of whack. When you count, do the numbers appear as follows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Because that's how they should appear. Hope this helps. Colin from Canada, yes, that Colin from Canada, host of Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk. Jane Weedland, I hope that helped you out. And friends, I hope that fifth photo was enough to raise up. You raise me up. This week's Let's Go Through My Camera Roll.
Andre looks awesome. Andre the Giant, the winner of more battle royals than anyone in the history of professional wrestling.
Lester, we are at a breaking point. Something has to give. Pushing the envelope, getting closer and closer to the edge. Playing with fire, playing with a loaded gun. You get where I'm going, and I think the friends do as well. Your brother-in-law, Ray, is extending the boundaries of decency and decorum in a council meeting. Now, when I say that, he is not letting go the 5-minute rule. The Constitution and the library, Lester, are his key evidentiary evidence. I don't know. He wants answers, and he wants them now. He is, dare I say it, and I will, he's getting cocky, Lester. He is, well, you'll see, guys. You'll see. He wants to see the law, okay? Because it's not in the Constitution. And let me tell you something, and I think they already know, at the council, and the friends know as well, it wasn't in the library, okay? There is no record of a 5-minute rule. We already talked about the Dunmore meeting where he talked for 25 minutes, and he could have talked longer. Mr. Murphy needs to do some answering because Ray has some stern questions / threats. Lester, I said slash again.
Raymond Lyman, ridiculous. You calling me a liar? Well, I ain't gonna think about suing the city. Raymond Lyman, ridiculous. You calling me a liar? Well, I ain't gonna think about suing the city.
That's the rule of this council.
I mean, where's the
we
law?
allow everyone
There
5
is no
minutes.
law, so there should be no 5-minute rule. Hold that clock, Mr. Winter.
Whoa, excuse me, Mr. President.
Ray, you're getting a little off base here. You're not running the meeting, and you're not to dictate to Mr. Wintermail what his duties and responsibilities are.
Lester, the deep cut deep dive this week will be a paltry one, as I haven't come up with any ideas of what I can let the friends know about when it comes to the music, movie, TV show, book, whatever. I don't think I've ever done a book, but you get what I'm saying. I haven't really thought of anything. And I have no footage of driving with Colin. So, this is what we're going to do, Lester. Last weekend, I'm going to get the name right, the Soaring Spirit Powwow Festival in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada was put together by my girlfriend's brother. And everyone in my girlfriend's immediate family, myself included, helped out to make it a possibility. What, you ask, was I doing, Lester? I was slanging burgers and dogs and sausages, okay? They come up and I sell them on everything we have for sale. There's no video footage of that, so I should just stop talking about that. There is limited footage, Lester, but there's a very special guest star, stop playing with the pen, at the end of the video. This video is under 2 minutes, Lester. There is 2 videos of the circle with the dancers and the drummers in the middle, and there's a special guest appearance at the end. This goes for less than 2 minutes, as I mentioned. But in the second video, look for the woman who I didn't even know was there, but recognized Colin from Canada.
Real bad man.
Because my girlfriend used to work with her back in the day. Holy cow, is this boring, Lester? But the earlier segments were very long, so this can be a quick segment, Lester, because I really don't have anything. And I can't just omit the entire segment. Should I mention we have a new segment coming up? Well, I haven't mentioned that all episode. I did mention it last week. I don't think I mentioned it in the welcome or the intro. Lester, I don't think I did. We have a new segment coming up, but not right now. It's the Deep Cut Deep Dive. It's not bad. Lester didn't know what clips to take from the Deep Cut Deep Dive, so instead, Colin from Canada is singing over this bumper. I assure you, this is real. Friends, Colin from Canada here. We are at the Soaring Spirit Festival, run by my girlfriend's brother, amongst others. Here's the circle. Friends, Colin from Canada here. We're still at the powwow, and this is Molly the rooster. Say hi, Molly.
Andre sits on his chest. Sayonara.
Friends, I have some very, very good news. Upon looking at my notebook that takes care of all the things I have to take care of in putting this bad boy together, Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 67, I noticed, as I mentioned earlier, I did not have a deep cut deep dive. Well, when I go to the other column over here, I also, Lester, you know, because we almost came to blows prior to me hitting recorded.
Struggling.
Prior to hitting recorded? Prior to hitting record. But we've mended those fences, Lester. I didn't have a clip of the week as well. And there was a little clip sitting in my brain, and I was on the fence, as I am most times, if I had shown it on the program. Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk. And going to my other reference book over there, where I write down most things that I've shown on the program, I noticed it wasn't there. So hark! Let's find it. Go to the YouTube. Type in all the keywords that I can type in to bring up the clip I'm looking for. And Lester, guess what happened? That's right, I couldn't find it. And it's 11:30, now it's 11:40, and I'm trying to get the hell out of here because I gotta put this episode together and I gotta give it to you guys because I don't like to go over a week. One a week, guys, and I've been creeping over the 8-9 day in between, you know what I'm saying? But I found it, and here it is. This week's clip of the week. I really cut myself off there, Lester, but they get what I'm saying. It's a beauty. It's a beauty.
when things aren't going my way. I'm thinking pasta.
2,500.
Here's the VHS collection.
Your Construction Safety Association.
I'm up there to get you going. RSTLNE. Any of those?
Turn them on.
All right, now we need 3 more consonants and 1 more vowel.
D.
1.
C.
2.
An F.
And a vowel.
An I.
All right, well, this will be interesting. See if we can come up with it. He's going to get a few more letters out there, a couple of them anyway. See if you can do it. Again, it's a landmark. Very quiet in the studio, folks. 10 seconds. Good luck.
Acropolis. Acropolis?
No. Well, you got Acropolis and missed the. What happened there? Yeah. My goodness. Well, it happens.
Friends, have you been counting down the days? How many days would it be? Probably 8 to 9 since the last episode. I don't want to get to 10, but it's been that amount of time in between the last episode and this episode. And we know what I announced last week. A new segment. Well, let me tell you something, friends. You don't need to count anymore. Is there an aggressive tone in my voice? Yes, there is. Because it's 11:50, I'm going nowhere. I'm stuck in the mud. My wheels are spinning, and I need to get this episode in the can. As they say, Lester, I don't need to tell you. You've been in the business for quite some time. Well, stop counting, people, because the new segment is here now. But when it comes to a new segment, I think you know what happens. A segment goes on the back burner. Lester, that's right. A segment is going on the back burner, and you're probably asking yourselves, what segment is that, Colin? Well, if you know the order at which these segments drop, you will know that the Gorilla Monsoon quote of the week is going on the back burner. Lester, we have brought to the friends 63 to 65 classic Gorilla Monsoon quotes. And let me tell you, there is more. There is more to the man. Perhaps I can collect another amount and come back with Gorilla Monsoon badder than ever. But for now, new segment premieres. Should I even say the title of the segment, Lester? Or do we just roll the bumper? Because it's not the generic bumper with the stupid old music. No. For the first time ever, a segment has premiered on Colin from Canada Presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk with a finalized remix bumper. That's right, it's ready. I'm not even going to say the name of the segment. They'll catch it at the end of the bumper. Lester, you're just going to roll the bumper. They're going to enjoy it, and then they're going to see what comes after the bumper. They're going to enjoy that too. Aggressive tone? Because I want to get out of here, Lester. It's time for this week's new segment.
Here's the problem with Tito. Tito's just a really dumb human being. He's not intelligent at all. He's very, very stupid. I mean, look at him speak publicly anytime. Google Tito Ortiz talking.
And finally, for once, I have a stable family at home with, of course, Amber Nicole Miller, my girlfriend, who's very supportive and a great mother-in-law for my children. I'm very thankful for that.
I gotta say, Andre's making it look easy right now, Gorilla.
He certainly is, Jess.
You know, it's almost seemed at this point in the bout it's a mismatch.
Friends, I'm not going to say I told you so, because I'm not that type of person. That is sarcasm, and they know it. But I told you so. Results are in. I don't want to say much more than that. I'm going to get to it in a moment. But let it be known, I told you so. Delta Force Pizza. Delta Force Pizza. Friends, we turn to the right as I once more say, I told you so. Now, the results are in. And before we get to it, need I remind you what was at stake, okay? In the world of collecting, in the world of thrifting, in the world of creating a show that really doesn't have a category such as this, so it's sure to get in no one's algorithm. There is no title more sought after than the Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk Show and Tell Weekly Poll Heavyweight Title Strap. Lester, you know it, and so do they. And I told you so. I put together a contest between Dr. Phil Van Neuter and Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. It was a doctor on doctor match that was sure to not really attract much, because as I look at the results, it was a shutout, my friends. 6-0 for your champion, Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. Now, it got me thinking of a certain episode of Championship Wrestling from 1986 when my favorite wrestler, Rowdy Roddy Piper, put on the trunks to take on a opponent, the likes of which Dr. Phil Van Neuter knows all about. It was AJ Petruzzi, okay? He walked to the ring. He entered the ring after walking to it and fought AJ Petruzzi with one hand behind his back. Do we have footage? Lester, that's a silly question. Why did I ask it? Okay? That I put on last week when I put Dr. Phil Van Neuter up against Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. And folks, did I tell you? I did. It was no match. But he's part of the Muppet line, and this week, I don't have it ready, guys. So let me just fly out of frame here. Swing back into frame. Put it over here. It's not even worthy of a title match, but we must, guys. Marvin Suggs, as seen on The Muppet Show, job, founder and musical director of the Muppaphone. Special talents, mallet swinging, talking in ridiculous accent. Likes, inflicting pain in the name of music. Dislikes, flat Muppaphones, musically and physically. Dr. Phil Van Neuter is below him, because I know some of you guys recognize this man. But, much like last week, you know what? I'm going to make an executive decision, Lester, on the fly. Non-title matchup, okay? Let's put it somewhere on the screen, maybe make it flash. I don't know how to do that. You might. Non-title matchup. It's not, okay? Dr. Phil Van Neuter didn't deserve it, and my friends, I don't think Marvin Suggs deserves it either. So, they will battle it out, Lester, but let it be known, the strap's not on the line. I've said enough. I've said enough. Vote now, but know that the title does not change hands in a non-title matchup.
Did you see that?
I hear you. Lester, I know what you're thinking, and I am thinking the same. After day one of filming, which was up until introduction to Let's Go Through My Camera Roll, I was batting 1,000. Not one blooper, my friend. But then Tuesday became Wednesday, and now it's Wednesday. Hey, Wednesday. And I can't get anything right, Lester, so I'm sure we have enough bloopers for a lovely segment, okay? Just based on day 2, because day 1 we had nothing. And I hope there's no day 3 of filming. No. Well, you would switch stuff around. You make yourself available. Guys, it's time for the bloopers, and trust me, there's some here. What am I doing? Gotta stop saying, What can I tell you? Try again, son. What am I, deep in thought up in here? That's here nor there. You are actually laughing. Yes, friends, you brace yourself as well. Not just Lester. I don't like any of this. Could have done better. and the friends. Day 1, 0 bloopers. Day 2, nothing I can use for the show. Lester, they're all bloopers. Slam the desk. Digging. Friends, I have some very, 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 and put it in my pocket. I had been too much coffee, and the words don't make sense, Lester. I had been, this is meteorology all over again, Lester. Lester, I know what you're thinking, and I'm thinking the same thing. No. For the, oh my God. I'm not going to say it, Lester. I am. What are we doing? If you could feel YouTube, you know what I'm saying? You're learning. They're learning, Lester. If you the goodbye that I must emotionally let out from the bottom of my... It's the last segment and I still can't get it together. Get it together. She was happening. Ad rocks down with the Oni. Listen to the, because both of them is bony. Gotta do it like this, like Chachi and Joni, because she's the cheese and I'm the macaroni. So
I told the world that the Giant would win it.
For the past 5 minutes, I've been sitting here wondering what to say about the introduction to the Queen Mother of Canada, Lynn Riddell, presents Conversational Scottish, brought to you by the artist formerly known as the living legend John Riddle. And his hair was sticking up in the living room this week, and I took a photo. Guys, it's time for Queen Mother of Canada, Lynn Riddell, presents Conversational Scottish, brought to you by the artist formerly known as living legend John Riddle.
Three men can keep a secret if twa are dead. 3 men can keep a secret if twa are dead.
We can't become attached. We can't we can't let it affect us. Lester, we should know by now. For how many episodes? Over 60 episodes. We've learned the routine. They come, they deliver the goods, and they leave us. They leave us in the dark. And we've become accustomed to it, Lester. I'm sorry. But the moment that a sponsor stays, maybe we were blinded. I won't say Mr. Fuji and his salt. No.
And look, look at Fuji. Look, going down this touch. Martel going up to the corner. And Fuji right in the face with nothing but pure salt.
But we learn from our mistakes. And we could say goodbye. I mean, we're good at it. Just because Jake the Snake Roberts is not a part of the program doesn't mean we have to close up shop. Please, please. We have a new sponsor. Okay? That sponsor is coming up now. Off the chin. Guys, it's time for this week's sponsor.
You ever had India food?
Will you please stop?
Catch it.
The Empire of Taste. Will you please stop?
Catch it.
I'm tired of candy, tired of gum, tired of hunger, and food that's no fun. I'm tired of pretending I don't like spaghetti, but school lunch keeps me roaring ready and rock steady. Pizza, spaghetti, burgers.
With Chow Daddy in your school cafeteria, it's the fun place to be for lunch.
Desserts.
Lester, happiness forms on this face because we're at the goodbyes. Perhaps happiness should not appear and sadness should, because it's the end of another great epic masterpiece, otherwise known as Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk. But there's been some hiccups in day 2 of the filming where smooth sailing was day 1, Titanic hitting the iceberg was day 2, and folks were... What we're trying to say is it's time for the goodbyes, and I have to stop myself because I will drift far and it will end up with me hitting this red button and we have to start again. Lester, we're not going to do that. The goodbyes are here, so sayonara, people! Before we go, let me give a special shout out to Paul. Paul is Freedom Sufferer Card's brother. That rolls right off the tongue. Met him at the Food Basics parking lot. That's a supermarket here in the GTA, Greater Toronto Area. And I didn't recognize him at first, but he took off the sunglasses and was like, it's Paul. I'm like, hey man, what's up? And I recognized him. It's kind of funny because I saw him at Jay's house like 3 months ago, so you'd think I'd recognize him, but the shades were mysterious. And he gave me some compliments about the program, Lester. He's clued in, okay? I know who should and will love the program, and he is one of them, along with his brother, Freedom Sufferer Cards. Okay, so Paul, shout out to you, and while we're at it, shout out to your brother, Freedom Sufferer Cards. He's always in the comments. He loves the program. Now, they are twins, Lester, so do you have something in your eye? Yes, I do. Love. They are twins, so if one loves the program, perhaps the other should as well. Yes, the answer to that question is yes, Lester. Shout out to them. Shout out to everybody, the usuals, okay? Pig Boss, Mike D and Associates, my buddy Kirk. He's catching up. He's not at this episode yet, but when he is, Kirk, what's up, buddy? I still have the sound bar and Gran Torino for you. He's a busy man, Lester. I don't know who's still watching. I don't know, but hello to all of you. And goodbye. I'm going to go right to it, Lester, because I don't think I have anything else to say. The pepperettes are a firm $12. There's no haggling. The paper rates seinen steifig $12 ein Aufdinger.
A recognized symbol of excellence since
dramatic comedy.
Well, you got Acropolis and missed the.